also the most boring. Cool. And literally the best.
Mike Patton still in the band for this album?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He the only time Mike Patton wasn't in the band is for the very beginning. Remember that song, "We Care a Lot"?
Oh, okay.
That wasn't Mike Patton. So like the first album or two. But then after that, I think they still tour once in a while. It's still Mike Patton. I mean, Mike Patton is like in 40 bands at once that all technically still exist.
Yeah, I guess that's why I was confused about that.
Do they have any Mr. Bungle on Rock Band?
I don't think so. At least I don't know how to download
Oops. Sorry.
Is that a star power system?
No. Dual FC is over because I overstrummed. Holy crap, 1 star already? At 10,000 points?
I swear you have no points cards ever.
Yo, Mike Patton sucks as a human, but that dude can sing. Separate the art from the artist. If Mike Patton...
I mean, even you don't like most bands or artists.
Yeah.
All of them are like deranged psychopaths.
If I was in a bar and Mike Patton came up to me and was like, "Hey, buy you a drink, you want to talk about Mr. Bungle?" I'd be like, "Nah, sorry." Actually, I'd probably say something about Wolf Mother. I'd rather talk about Wolf Mother. Wolf Mother! But to be fair, I love Megadeth. And if Dave Mustaine was in the same room as me, I would walk to the other side of the room.
Yeah, especially since, isn't he like a reborn Christian or whatever?
Oh god, yeah, you're right, even worse. I hold no opinion on Christianity. Christians are good.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
Born Again, anyone watching this video knows that Born Again can be very annoying.
Yeah, just don't shove in my face. I don't care what you do.
No, we're canceled! Oh my god, 1,000 subscribers, they're all gone! Oh god, good way to I should add this song to the playlist.
Yeah, this song's good. It's just really boring for us. It's not bad on tones, and it's very fun on...
I've said it 100 times, but a song can be good as hell as a real song, but be boring on Rock Band. It just is what it is. This song sounds like if you were a band and you were playing the song, it sounds like it'd be really fun, because you can all get into it. But the thing about Rock Band is you really have to have, like, either constant notes or, like, a pretty good amount of notes. What?
My guitar's not functioning now.
In fact, come to think of it, if I was in the same position as the Mike Patton thing, with a lot of, like, bands I like, I would just be like, nah, I'm good. Like, Metallica, I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, the words "never meet your heroes" are very true.
Yeah. There's one I would. If Rivers Cuomo was there, I would just go, why?
Why are you such a hack now?
Just one word for Rivers, why?
Go up and ask him, was Africa by Toto worth it? Of course his answer would be, yes, it made me $1 billion.
That sounds good. Rivers, what was the Green Album? It was our third studio album. No. What was it? How did you make something that is so... I'm going to pronounce this word wrong. Vapid, and nothing. How'd you do it? How did you do it?
Well, you see, Spencer. people reacted negatively to Pinkerton, and I decided from then on to forever not try or put my heart in anything.
That's cool. That's great. I mean, it's true. It literally is.
That's good.
Rivers, why in the year 2005 was I so excited for Make Believe and you broke my heart? Can you tell me?
Rock Lobster.
I liked Maladwat, Rivers. I liked it.
What is this, the
I liked the first half of it, B-52s. Why when I heard the first track, which was Beverly Hills, did I want to punch you in the face?
You know Family Guy? Spencer watched all the new Family Guy seasons somehow.
You know what's funny? It's actually not the worst thing in the world. No,
I believe that. If you would ask me to watch New Simpsons or New Family Guy, I definitely choose it.
I randomly tried to watch a random Simpsons episode from like 5 years ago, and I actually couldn't finish it. Whereas the thing, okay, I'm not gonna say a bunch of positive things about New Family Guy, but the one thing is about 5 years ago, they stopped purposefully doing as many cutaways, and it feels like a different show, whether you take that as a good or a bad thing. Because people got really annoyed. Like, they're like, yeah, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Family Guy, yeah.
I'm waiting for 5 minutes.
Family Guy is about the cutaways. I get it. It was from the very beginning. But it got to the point where it was so ridiculous. And now they, like, honestly barely do them. There's episodes where I don't even know if they have a cutaway. And, although they, like... I know they're like 20 seasons in, but they're at the point where they're completely changing, like, characters' stories. Like, Meg went to Russia and married, like, some Russian dude that was nice to her, and I was like, oh, wow. And then, she stayed in Russia, and I was like, oh, wow, this is a big thing. And then you found out that the Russian guy was just, like, a spy or something, and then Meg came back, and I was like, okay. And then Meg, like, a couple episodes later was like, I need money. And she was like, oh, I could be a surrogate mother for a baby. So she literally was a surrogate mother for a baby. And I'm like, okay. That's certainly something. And it was for Bruce, the guy who goes, oh no!
Oh, okay.
I mean, which is fine, but it was like, alright, this is interesting. That happens with literally all sitcoms of any type, real or
I think I started to, like, really dislike Family Guy once, Joe's wife became, like, the worst human.
Yeah, so they started out where Joe's, wife, Bonnie, was just, like, a good wife who, like, helped Joe and stuff like that, and over the past, like, 5 to 10 years, they changed it to Joe is, like, literally a laughingstock. Like, all they do is make fun of him. To the point of, like, they'll be telling stories and they're like, shut up, Joe! Like, it's like, shut up, Meg, but it's shut up, Joe. Literally. And Bonnie is literally like, how do I say this? She's just like, whenever Joe does anything or anyone says anything about Joe, she's just like, yep, I cheat on him, and I hate him. He's the worst. He's the stupidest thing ever. And it's like, alright. He is, like, a good police officer and stuff. Like, I understand he's, like, handicapped. But they're like, no. They'll be like... They'll tell jokes about, like, Joe being like, oh, I like playing this game with Bonnie, where I leave the house and she has a bunch of guys come over. And it's like, that's a cool joke, Family Guy. So yeah, you are correct.
And also, like, Lois and Peter, like, don't even, like each other anymore. I don't know, I just feel like there's no heart in episodes at all.
There's a difference between being like, Peter's a dumb butt, but I love him. But it seems like every episode they're like, Peter and Lois split up because Peter's super dumb. And it's like, yeah, that's probably what would happen in reality, don't get me wrong. But this is a comedy. That's why everyone who likes Seinfeld should like Seinfeld even more, because they went through 9 seasons, And none of the characters were assassinated.
And they stopped the show just as they ran away.
Yep. Literally, even a show I love like Frasier, the last season everyone hates because Daphne and Niles got married. And it was one of those like Jim and Pam things where they're like, will they, won't they? And then they're like, they will. And then it just made them all worse. And it's like, oh, great.
And then you have shows like How I Met Your Mother having the worst ending ever.
True. That's why Seinfeld Chads were always eating good, because literally they like, if anything, the characters get better with time. Like Kramer in season 1 is like pretty, I don't want to say boring, but like very subdued. Like he's literally just the next door neighbor that just happens to always be in Jerry's apartment, and he's like, "Hey Jerry, what's up? I'm Kramer. I just don't have a..." Like his whole thing is he doesn't have a job. That's like literally his like whole thing.
Season 1 isn't bad as people say, but it's also just like you can feel like them, they're growing into what season 2 will become.
Did we do Stop Me If You Heard This One? Let's do it. So yeah. Season 1 of Seinfeld is fine. Season 2 is getting really good, and Season 3 is where it starts goat tier. Just the whole way, 3 through 9. And I'll say it. I'm going to say it. And I want you to comment below whether you agree with me or disagree with me. I love the finale. I think it's perfect.
Oh, yeah. I don't agree.
So many people dislike it, or maybe 25 years ago disliked it, but how do you end a show about just such randomness, then get them thrown in jail for a year because they won't help some... And that's perfect. That's literally perfect for the characters. Yeah. It's like Jerry would be like, I don't want to get into this. You know what I mean? It's perfect. And they brought back... They found the best way to bring back a bunch of characters who were like one-offs, like the Soup, German guy. German officer. That's how you do it, because otherwise all these characters would randomly show up and people would be like, this is stupid. But to have them testify against them in court makes perfect sense. It's brilliant.
But if Seinfeld went on forever, it'd be like, season 15, the Soup German officer returns?
Yeah.
That'd be so lame.
Oh, it'd be so lame. And that just goes to show you, you can have I mean, the Soup German Officer episode, it starts with an N in case, you know, you're like, what? What was I gonna say? That's one episode he's in, right? The episode is 20 minutes long. How many minutes is he on screen? 5? Maybe? Right? Because it's not all about him. There's also about the bureau that Elaine gets. That dude's on screen, let's say 7 minutes. That dude's on screen for 7 minutes and is famous forever as that character. Which, I mean, it goes to show you, less is more sometimes. I'm not saying, well, if he was on screen for every second, it wouldn't be great. But definitely if it was like a Family Guy or Simpsons thing, they'd be like, hey, Marge, look who's back. Dude, it's our friend.
Talking about Simpsons again, you know the guy that when Marge goes on the bowling team and
Shucks.
He comes back in like season like 27 or something. It's like, why?
Yeah.
I remember just looking up his name one day and it's like appearance season 1 and season 27. It's like, what?
That's literally...
That's like desperation.
People make fun of Family Guy for it, but that's literally Simpsons going, hey, remember Jocks? But and it's like, you know what the answer to that is? For anyone watching The Simpsons in season 27, you know what the answer is? No! They don't! Because anyone who watched season 1 isn't watching Zombie Simpsons. I don't know how it is, but Simpsons, I mean, and I know cable TV is dead, don't get me wrong, but for non-sport-based events, it's literally still like top 10 shows.
Oh yeah.
And again,
because that brand
cable is just boomers. I get it, but like, that's insane. Also, I saw the other day when I was watching Family Guy on Hulu, that Family Guy got moved to Wednesdays now as the new, like, that was within like the last year or so, and I'm like, oh, it's literally gonna die soon. only solo I'll ever have seen.
By the way, I know everyone loves the Smiths. They're boring.
What?
I almost got full 2069.
I will say one thing. So Morrissey is the biggest jerk ever, humanly possible. The main singer. He's like literally the worst human.
Really?
Just the worst. In terms of being a jerk, like he's not like a killer, you know what I mean? But he's just the biggest jerk possible. However, The Queen is Dead is an entire banger. It just is. And it's none of the songs on The Queen is Dead is like any sort of like solo thing. And I listened to it, I was like, it's like number 10 rated album on Rate Your Music of All Time, and I was like, no way, this is good. And I listened to it, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually really good. It's really funky, but in like an 80s The Cure kind of way. It's so good. So that's just me.
Did I just pass this one?
Nah, I saw him 43, and I thought of Funk 49.
I think we played that in Rock Into, but I want to play it again anyway.
Yo, they got that Smooth Criminal.
We already played
How
that.
is Where You Go a nightmare song?
We definitely already played Smooth Criminal, by the way.
Yes, we did. I know. Woman.
Woman, you're not a woman.
What about Purple Haze? What? Yo, the song!
This song has the hardest solo that I would never get in a million billion
This
years.
song was on the 20 songs that you got for exporting your Rock Band 1 songs to Rock Band 2, if I remember correctly. This song and prequel to the sequel were the reason to do it. The song rules. I've never heard an Endeverafter song before or after. Endeverafter.
I did every single hammer on during that thing.
Oh my god. That would be Guitar Hero Rocks. He's the most ridiculous for that stuff. No gold star for us.
Probably not.
Hey!
There's a point in the solo where it's literally like, it's so fast.
Maybe.
What? It's so fast!
Dual guitars! Dueling guitars! Give me all your notes. Wow!
It's literally just using this power right now.
That song is so cool.
Yeah.
It's like if Are You Gonna Be My Girl by Jet was a good song. Got him. No. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I like that song. I just heard it.
No.
10 billion
Australians,
times.
please. No. Look outside. There's a bunch of Australians yelling at me. Oh god. Ben's here. Now Ben's fighting the Australians. Let's add Ben hates Australians to the dog in terms of in terms of things no one will ever understand.
He'll deny it, but then provide zero evidence of the contrary.
Oh god.
No, Prime Droid's mine. Sorry.
All right.
I've been playing that song a lot.
I love that song in real guitar. Scream Aim Fire. That's on GH World Tour.
Yeah. If you want to play, go ahead.
Right now it's killing time. Absolutely no chance. No, I can't. No chance. We wouldn't even get 5 stars.
I mean,
Oh no, that's Dude, this song's funny.
Short and sweet.
Yo, someone had a really good idea.
Wasn't this on like Where's a Rock or something? I forget.
It might be actually. Someone. Oh no, this is on Lego Rock Band.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so we already played it. Rip. All right, I'll find another one.
I'll just double check the data acquired thing.
Yeah. Short and sweet. Somebody had a really good idea for what's the party song?
Do you want to do Blink in general? You can just
No.
switch. Okay.
Hold on, how do I switch to different bands? Alright.
Bump. Digga digga da. I don't know. 1 star. Is this a slow song?
Someone had a really good idea for an angry video game nerd movie. I'm sorry, it's just on my mind since he's up since the channel's officially dead. Not our channel. Our channel's more alive than Sin Massacre. Sorry, James, no! Oh god!
As of today, like, AVGN uploaded some random stupid phone game review, and I unsubbed from the channel.
Anyway, they were like, why not make Rex a movie about Rex Viper, but make it like Spinal Tap? And I was like, this is brilliant. But for him to make it, he would have to admit that Rex Viper is a joke, which, yeah, you would do. Life is a waterfall. Here's the problem with System of a Down. I'm gonna be honest with you. Serge, the main singer, he can't sing.
Yeah. That's exactly why I think I
I mean, yeah. I'm probably gonna do all the heavy lifting here. Listen, like Boston, Brad Delp, it would be a good band if Brad Delp could sing. And System of a Down would be a good band if Serge could sing, right?
I know this site's a joke, but Break Your Music like hates Boston. I don't understand why.
Yeah, even though, like, I understand, like, not liking the later stuff.
I know it's just a bunch of circle jerky hipsters, but it still makes me annoyed.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, there's certain artists that they just love to death, and I like them, but like Kendrick Lamar, the rapper, has like literally 2 like top 20 albums of all time, and I think To Pimp a Butterfly, if it isn't #1 over OK Computer, which it might be, it's #2 now, and it's like, bro. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong. Kendrick Lamar is an amazing rapper. He's as good, if not better, than Kanye. But let's calm down. Like, 2 of the best albums of all time. At least, I would actually physically burn up if Taylor Swift was, like, top 100 of all time.
Do people, like, actual, like, critical listeners like Taylor Swift?
I think so.
She use it whenever you need to.
Yeah, let's go. She just came out today, or yesterday, with a freaking double album of like 30 songs. And I'm like, girl, get over yourself. Even the Beatles, even the White Album, being a double album, is too long. It has a couple songs that shouldn't be there. And they're the Beatles. Ain't no one needs a double album, honey.
Talking about double album things, Red Hot Chili Peppers' Blood Sugar Sex Magic is one of my favorite albums ever. And then Stadium Arcadium is a double album with like one good song. And everything else is bad and boring.
The only time an album should be a double album is if the second part of it is all outtakes. Like when they re-released the Blue album, they had a second CD of like all outtakes and songs that didn't make it. It's like, okay, that's acceptable. But then it would be like the deluxe album, you know what I mean? It's not like, I just had so much to say, I had to make 140 minutes of music. It's like, no. If Radiohead, with how preposterous they are, can be like, we made an album that's 60 minutes long. You can do it, Taylor! You can make a 60-minute album! But no. Obviously, I'm in the minority because people would literally eat out of her trash can. So.
Aren't you just mad because Taylor Swift and like some NFL star are, like dating or something?
Yeah, and he's freaking on the Chiefs.
But, double win.
I know.
That's why you hate Taylor Swift.
Nah, I just...
Not that I like her.
I definitely disliked her before, but the fact that I couldn't watch football without seeing Taylor Swift in the box seats, I'm not gonna lie.
And of course they would be like, Taylor Swift's here! Because he's like the biggest
And then everyone's like, every Taylor Swift fan was like, including Ash, was like, oh, she's not shown that much. And I'm like, somebody literally took that and they're like, look, during the Super Bowl, she was only shown for 2 minutes and 10 seconds or whatever, and I'm like, you know how much? That's 2 minutes and 10 seconds too long. Like, I watched the Super Bowl.
Watched by like 50 million people or whatever.
The Super Bowl, like 500 million people. Yeah, so it's like, go away, leave me alone. Please let me have my football. I know it sucks. I know it's probably staged because now you can bet on it and stuff like that. But please let me just have this one thing. One thing! And Swifties are like, no! Swifties are essentially David Lynch. Elaborate on why you are destroying the NFL for me. No. Okay. Yeah, when Tom Schultz made Boston, it's like he picked a guy off the street and was like, can you sing? And Brad Duff was like, nah. And Tom Schultz was like, perfect, you're the singer of Boston. Right? Yep. Who's another like, oh yeah. I can't even meme about, so here's a question of the part, and also for Trev. When you think good singer for like a band, what's the first name that comes to your mind? I'll tell you mine after you do yours.
Panic at the Disco guy.
Oh yeah, Brendan Urie is actually amazing. I was gonna meme it and say, yeah, when Queen was becoming a band, they were like, who's this guy? He sucks. And I'm like, I can't even meme it.
I didn't like Panic at the Disco, but yeah, what's his name?
Brendan Urie.
Yeah, he is so good.
He went to the same high school as Ash, by the way. Wow. I think he was 1 year ahead. My favorite story about Brendan Urie and Panic at the Disco is, so if you remember when Panic at the Disco kind of split up into two different bands, it was, I think, 4 members, and then it split up. And then eventually...
It was just the vocalist and the drummer.
Yeah, and then eventually, it was just Brendan Urie. Brendan Urie was Panic at the Disco, right? And when he didn't want to do Panic at the Disco anymore, he came out with a press release about Panic at the Disco breaking up.
I'm so.
So he's like, Panic at the Disco is breaking up. We're no more. And it's like, Brendan, you can just say you don't want to do it anymore, my man. It's fine. No one would blame you.
Is he just not an artist anymore, or does he just do solo stuff?
I think solo stuff. It's probably just a way for him to be like, I'm already solo, I might as well just have my name on it, you know?
So he doesn't have to do Panic songs.
Yeah. I mean, he's in his mid to late 30s now, and he probably gets tired of people going, do I write sins, not tragedies?
Yeah.
Do the goddamn door song. Here we go. You hear that? He's doing the thing. He's doing the Boston thing. I don't even know what you call that. It's not a trill.
The Matthew Sweet special.
Yeah, seriously.
Man, that's hard.
Tony Amoli from Black Sabbath does it a lot, too. Here we go. There we go.
Yeah, if you listen to, like, most of the guitar solos, it's everywhere in this album.
I wish I knew what the name of it was. It's like a trill, but it's like a trill with a pull-off, maybe?
Yeah, it's like a trill with a tail.
Yeah, trill tail.
How did I get 95? I felt like I did way worse.
I keep missing that because I'm just not... My fingers aren't good enough. Alright, what real lifetime do we have? Oh, we've been doing this a while. Okay. Yep, that should be enough. Especially since we're gonna try to do maybe FF7 tomorrow with Benjamin, he who hates Australians. I think I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think from now on, whenever Ben comes over, I'm just gonna keep saying stuff about Australians until eventually he stops coming, like Brandon. All right, guys. See you next time. We'll do more Rock Band.
If only Ben had like a true weakness, like playing Mario Party, like Brandon.
I mean, if I really wanted to troll him, I would just say like. I wouldn't say bad stuff about stuff he really loves, but I would say stuff that I knew was wrong.
Dude, I still remember that time when Brandon came back after 6 months, and I was being super secretive, but I had the TV off, and I was like, Brandon, it's time. And I turned on the TV, it was Mario Party.
Oh my god!
And then he stopped coming soon after that.
Dude,
it was worth it.
We should have Brandon here one time for a 1,000 subscriber special. What? It'd be pretty fun. All we have to do with Ben is we have to, I have to learn about stuff he loves, like StarCraft and roguelikes and stuff, and learn exactly how they work, but then say it wrong. Like, I don't know, just, like, talk about something with StarCraft, but be wrong about everything, like, slightly.
Yeah.
And then when he corrects me, just go, nah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. All right, see you guys. Bye.